Good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the Nile Cast on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name is Okumringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines. In the headlines tonight, Garamba weed causes abortion in goats in Koboko municipality. Preparations to welcome the Archbishop Kazimba in Nebi Anglican Diocese underway. And Mbale speaker and 4 others arrested over corruption. This and more in the Nile Cast News Bulletin. It's Thursday, the 29th of June, 2023, and you're most welcome to the Nile Cast on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. 5 goats are said to have aborted from a weed known by locals as Garamba that has invaded Koboko municipality in the past weeks. The weed that grows at knee level, according to locals, does not only affect livestock but also humans once in contact. Frederick Jomadri reports more.
Leaders in Koboko municipality are calling for the intervention of researchers following the invasion of a new species of weeds, local known as the garampa, that is threatening livestock and humans in the area, whose spillovers have been witnessed in other districts of Western region. The weed that is feared to have aborted goats, inflicted wounds on humans and caused economic challenges as well as retarded the quality of production in farmlands, only takes 2 months for its growth. Sandga Boniface, a livestock farmer in Koboko North Division, testifies that 5 of his goats have given birth to premature kids that eventually died after realizing that the goats had consumed the weed.
Goats began premature birth. When I started investigating, I got from friends, from many people who have also experienced. They asked me whether I have this plant around my compound. I confirmed I do have, said exactly that's the problem. You observe, if your goats are feeding on this, you observe when they are pregnant what would happen. And indeed, I started observing that the normal goats, those that are not pregnant, can eat and they are normal. But the pregnant ones, once they have eaten this particular plant, they don't give birth to mature kids. They give birth to premature kids. So now that was when I picked interest in knowing more about the dangers of this plant.
It appears that little has been known by members of the public about the weed that grows at knee level and starts flowering just in 2 months, presenting the flowers with white colors. In its characteristics, they grow in a community. Aletiru Rose, one of the farmers in Koboko West Division, says she has no knowledge about the negative impacts of the plant, though she has seen it one of the usual weeds in the garden.
I don't think whether it's bad or it's what. And for us, it comes alone. And when you dig, you harvest it, and it gives the soil became fertile. So for the others, I didn't know something about it again.
Dr. Sanya Wilson, the mayor of Koboko municipality, says the financial implications of the weed is high and retards farmers' morale to venture into agriculture as well as affects the beautification of the town. He calls upon researchers to intervene into understanding the weed so as to come up with potential remedies to guide stakeholders.
Which is famously called the Garamba. This weed has invaded West Nile, Koboko district. This weed is threatening not only the farmers, it is threatening livestock, it is threatening the human beings. This weed, when you pass near it and when it pricks you, you will feel pain, eventually you get a scar. And even the flowers, when it's pollinating, as you move through it, you feel the body itching with this. And where it has grown, you cannot plant anything. It's all over. We have tried to uproot. When you uproot, actually, the more you uproot it, the more you spread it. So we don't know what can be done. So this has become a threat for us. Today, I even had to go and put money, around 10 million shillings, to remove all the grass in the mayor's garden to enable us plant more grass and beautify the mayor's garden because it has been invaded by this weed.
Koboko Municipal Agricultural Officer Kizito Muki encouraged farmers to seek advice from the technical personnel in their respective places, including divisions, sub-counties or districts, in order for them to be guided.
We can't really confirm that technically. I don't think and it cannot support. There could be other causes that the farmers are misinterpreting. We have veterinary officers around. The municipality to have one assistant livestock husbandry, animal husbandry officer. We also have our neighborhood here. We have district veterinary officer and also related veterinary staff. So they can always report these cases to such technical people for proper help.
This weed has spread to different parts of Western region, especially in the districts of Koboko, Maracha, Koboko Municipality, Terego, Arua, and Arua City. They mostly occupy spaces that have a lot of manure. Frederick Tamadri, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories for the evening. The Bishop of Nebi Anglican Diocese, Right Reverend Pons Ozele Awinju, has revealed that Nebi Anglican Diocese is ready to receive Archbishop Church of Uganda Province, His Grace, Dr. Stephen Kazimba Mugalo, for his pastoral visit to the West Nile region. The man of God will be welcomed at Pakwach Bridge in Pakwach Town Council on Friday, the 30th of June in the morning, and will have a stopover at Uganda College of Commerce, Pakwach, before proceeding to St. Stephen's Cathedral, Goli. Alfred Jawok reports.
The Bishop of Nebi Anglican Diocese, Right Reverend Pons Ozele Awinju, has revealed that Nebi Anglican Diocese is ready to receive Archbishop, Church of Uganda Province, His Grace, Dr. Stephen Kazimba Mugalo, for his pastoral visit to West Nile region. While speaking to journalists at St. Stephen Cathedral, Goli, the bishop said, as a diocese, they will welcome the man of God at Pakwach Bridge in Pakwach Town Council tomorrow, Friday, in the morning, and they will have a brief stopover at Uganda College of Commerce, UCC Pakwach, before proceeding to St. Stephen's Cathedral, Goli. He added that the Archbishop will spend 7 days in Nebi Anglican Diocese, where he will start his visit with Okoro Archdeaconry on Saturday, 1st July 2023.
We are eagerly preparing to receive our Archbishop of the province of the Church of Uganda, who is arriving tomorrow, Friday. And we are all at work. Everybody is excited, doing work so that we can have a clean place to receive His Grace, the Archbishop. I want to appeal to each and everybody that let us receive him warmly in West Nile so that he knows that he has people who support the ministry God has put him in. Praise the Lord.
The Diocesan Secretary, Nebi Anglican Diocese, Reverend Christopher Ngi, said they have mobilized resources from each archdeaconry to support the pastoral visit.
The preparation is going on, and as I talk now, I will say we are about 90% prepared. We are ready to receive His Grace amidst us, and we shall receive Him here at the diocesan headquarters. Then we will continue with the other program of visiting the archdeaconries, beginning on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then on Thursday, he will be going back.
Meanwhile, Violet Ngageno, a member of Mothers Union Nebi Anglican Diocese, says she will use the opportunity to receive blessings from the Archbishop upon her business.
On behalf of Nebi Diocese Christians, we are so happy and eagerly waiting to receive our Archbishop of the province of Church of Uganda to come to our diocese. We are so privileged to receive him, and that is why you can see us doing a lot of work here. We are trying to do some final touches on our compound because we really want our father, when he comes, he sits in a very good environment and so comfortable. The place where Jesus is should also be clean.
While the Archbishop will be in Nebi Anglican Diocese for his pastoral visit, Christians of Okoro Archdeaconry said they will welcome the Archbishop for his first visit to Nebi Anglican Diocese since he was enthroned as Archbishop on 28th August 2019, and he was elected to serve as the 9th Archbishop, Church of Uganda. Alfred Jawako, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories for the evening. Village health teams are fearing for their lives after being abandoned by the LC1 and LC2 chairpersons during an operation against open defecation in Ajasa County, Arua district. It was noted that the village health teams were picking finds of chickens and goats from defiant locals who refused to construct latrines, which in turn led to an uproar from the community. Osuta Yusuf reports more. Village health teams are fearing for their lives after being abandoned by the LC1 and LC2 chairpersons during the operation against open defecation at Ajasa County, Arua district, among numerous challenges they face in their dedicated field of service. During the sanitation and hygiene awareness meeting, Honorable Chandini Luigi, Secretary for Works and Social Services, cross-examined the village health teams grabbing people's chickens and goats during their operation.
Ada ikamba kipemu apa ya ikani ipembuko otoguguko yogura ametundio biblera bera aane amangida amane tozode ta ana amanteki worodiniko ale pai nitao kani kalivia mudia kalide ameshughuli da apazio ametumbia maybe amavutira ngidabera aparati bombio yo amani kina kale kotia mangadrara mangadrara aya to kale to ala bendi girika bambusha mahala wale ndombizo kwaja bambusha girika bambusha manini
mo bitona mi va ke ba mungia be ma vle soro na yo se che aya ka de mandiri buta bi o ma de
me mo dombi
silingi si
alifu mudriba shiba
aya da buta ma sona da rodi ma de ngo
mina kududa mina ya para kako
fine roma je
While reading the progress of operation, Village Health Team's representative Ajo Irene reported a slight improvement on latrine coverage, with 53 households having latrines out of 140 households in Ochi village.
Out of 114, we had 53 with the latrines. Then, out of 53, there are 28 which are incomplete.
28.
28 to 53, that is 81. Then the ones without latrine, that is 33. Without latrines are 33. To come to hand washing facility, there were only 10 out of 115 who had a hand washing facility. Then without hand washing facility are 104.
Secretary for Works and Technical Services Honorable Chandini Luigi thanked the residents of Ajasa County for coming up with their own ordinances to penalize people who refuse to construct pit latrines, and appealed to the other sub-counties of Arua district to embrace the campaign against open defecation by constructing pit latrines at every household so that they can benefit from the water expansion programs.
In the whole of Arua district local government of 4 sub-counties, by the time when we are doing planning, our data indicated that Ajia had a 3% latrine coverage, which was the lowest in the district. Arivo had a 13%. Logri had a 48%. Then Ivora had a 62%. So based on this, we now have a deliberate program to sensitize communities about the importance of latrine. We have taken 3 villages in Ajia sub-county, I mean 5 villages in Ajia sub-county, out of these villages we have selected, we are now enforcing latrine coverages. And I'm grateful in Ombokoro, Ombizoko, Oyeko, Ombamba, and the Ochi, the lateral coverage is now increasing. Despite rain as a challenge, but many people are now sinking their latrines. Others have newly constructed their latrines.
Recent statistics show that Ajasab County, with a population of close to 48,000 people and 12,000 households, only have 7,000 households that have latrines and 5,000 households do not have latrines. Osuta Yusuf and Dokumaringa Christine for West Nile Television, Nile Cast. And to end our Nile Cast for the evening, 5 Mbale City Council authorities have been arrested over corruption scandals. They include the Speaker of Mbale City Council, Miriam Mwabule, Assistant City Health Officer Wandera Charles, Clerk to the City Council Annette Wabule, former Northern Division Town Clerk Martin Busiku, and the Senior Human Resource Officer Higeni Abdul. These were arrested over corruption-related offences, including setting low reserve prices for revenue collection contracts, leading to low revenue realization, frustrating the city's development and service delivery goals. And with that story, viewer, we've come to the end of the Nile Cast on West Nile Television. Thank you for being with us from the beginning of the Nile Cast to the end of the Nile Cast, only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name is Okumuringa Christine. Have a good evening.